in the room. And for these sessions, I always want to invite you to just practice with a sense of kindness and a sense of playfulness. It's just an hour of your day to drop into your body and into your breath and to just be here now. I hope it's not too echoey. So those of you that have been with me the last few weeks, you'll know that I am in Italy right now, and last week there were some connection problems. This week there shouldn't be any connection problems, but weirdly I'm in my boyfriend's father's he owns like a hair care company. So this is where the best Wi-Fi is. So that's what that is behind me. Okay. Right, so as always, this is a very gentle class. It's not power yoga. For any of you that are currently in any treatments, this is absolutely fine for you. That's why we avoid things like twists and abdominal work. So yeah. For those of you that aren't in treatments, if you want some core work, there is a free video on YouTube that I put up at the start of the lockdown for the abs if you want. Okay, let's start. So we'll start with the centering and a breathing, and then we'll move into some warm-ups, and then from there we will just start to stretch and flow through some postures, and then we'll relax at the end. Okay, so the first thing that I would like you to do is I want you to find either a comfortable seated position or come down onto your back. So if you've been at an office today, it might feel better for you to lie down. If you've been sitting at a desk all day in particular, if you're feeling really knackered, you might also just want to lay down. So just find what's right for you. Okay. And if you're sitting, just sit up nice and tall. You can sit on a block or a cushion, whatever prop you can come up with is always fine. They don't have to be yoga props. Yoga's been around for 4,000 years. Props have been around for about 40. So just always use what you've got. Okay, so finding either that seated position or lying down, just whatever is comfortable for you. Let's take a few rolls of the shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. And exhale, wind them down and back. And again. And one more. And just relax the shoulders down. Again, whether you're seated or lying down. And then close the eyes. And take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh or blow the air out of the mouth. And just do this a few times. Inhaling calm. Exhaling, sighing out, letting go of any stress or any tension. And then once you sighed out a few times, just come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice your breath. Notice where it lands in the body. And whatever you find in practice, just see if you can notice without judgment. So not labeling anything as good or bad, but simply just allowing things to be however they are. And then take a moment to check in with your face and just start to relax the brow, soften the corners of the eyes, soften the corners of the mouth, loosen the jaw. And take that awareness and just check in with your mind this evening. And notice how open or closed the mind is, how busy or quiet. And just whatever you find, allow it to be exactly what it is. Just noticing, again, non-judgmentally, being a witness. And check in with your heart, with your emotional body, however you perceive it. And notice how you're feeling this evening. Notice if you naturally throw up a resistance to anything. And see if you can just allow and be with whatever your experiences are. And just check in with your body and notice how your body is feeling. Where is the body feeling what? Where is the body open and relaxed? Where is the body storing tension or strain or even possibly injury? And then take the awareness now and bring it back to your breath. And start to deepen the breath through the nose. So we inhale through the nose and take the breath down into the belly so that the belly rises with the inhale. Exhale out the nose and feel the belly roll back toward the spine. So we always start with this deep diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale through the nose, fill the belly. Exhale out the nose and just allow the belly to fall. And deepen the breath further. Inhale through the nose, fill up, belly, ribs, chest, expanding all the way up through the inhale. Exhale out the nose, chest, ribs, and belly contract. So we inhale, expand all the way up, and exhale, contract all the way down. So those of you who have been here before, you might recall that this is your Dirga breath. It's a basic breath, a foundational breath in pranayama or yogic breathing. So try to stay with this breath if you're newer to this. Otherwise, you might try coming into an ujjayi or an ocean wave sounding breath. by constricting in the back of your throat as you breathe. So it's a bit like inhaling and exhaling the word home through the nose to create that audible wave sound. If this doesn't resonate for you, don't worry. In the messages, I have linked to a YouTube channel as well, and there's a tutorial on there for this breath for anyone that isn't quite sure, so please don't worry. So either stay with that Dirga breath, just filling up, inhale, expand, belly, ribs, chest, exhale, contract, chest, ribs, belly. And you can either do this with that ujjayi, that constriction, or just straight through the nose plain. And let's take about 5 or so more rounds of deep breath here. And see if you can just drop into your breath. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back, being with that inhale and exhale. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And start to mentally ready yourself for movement. And whether you're seated or lying down, I just want you to take your hands together into prayer in front of the heart somewhere. I'm going to assume that you have kept good hygiene, so you're okay to touch your face. But if for any reason you think you shouldn't be touching your face with your hands right now, either wash them or give this a miss. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to rub the palms, so we're getting some heat into the hands. Okay, and then take your palms and bring them over your closed eyes. And if you're sitting, just tip your head down into your hands, letting your elbows rest on your chest. And if you're lying down, just let gravity do its thing. And then take a moment to sigh out here. And just sigh out as many times as you need. And then when you're ready, gently roll the hands away from the face. And then take the next few moments to just bring some movement back into your body. Let yourself stretch, yawn, roll around, sigh, just whatever you need. And then from here, to bring yourself so that you can, just for a moment, if you can, sit on your shins. But if for any reason sitting on your shins is super uncomfortable for you, even for a few moments, just give that a miss entirely. Sit with your legs crossed. Okay. So once you have come into a seated position, either on the shins or with the legs crossed, I want you to make a fist with your left hand, and then take your right, either index and middle finger, or sorry, index finger and thumb, or middle finger and thumb, and I want you to bring it just underneath the wrist bones on that left side, gently pull down. I'm just going to come a little closer to the screen. I'm still getting used to this room. All right, so start to pull down and then gently start to circle around through the wrist, and you'll get a little clicking there. So if you're someone that's at the computer a lot, this is a great one to do every now and then. It's good for your carpals. If you're a piano player, a musician, this is also good. And then take it the other way. And just nice deep breathing. Okay, and then release and just give a few twizzles of the hand open. I find I prefer one direction to the other. So if you do as well, if you find one seems to feel better, just feel free to do that one. Okay, and then spread the fingers nice and wide, gently pull down. And then we release and we just swap. So make a fist on the other side, pull down. Start to swirl around, get that little clicking, cracking in American English. Play with the direction. Okay, and then pull down, keep pulling down that is, and just give a few twizzles of the hand. And then open the hand wide, pull down, and release. And I'm just gonna turn that ever so slightly. Okay, now what I would like you to do is, I would like you to start to come onto hands and knees. I'm still kind of getting to grips with where I am. It's like the story of life, isn't it? Okay. Now, come onto hands and knees, and then bring your knees in line with your hips and your wrists in line with your shoulders. Now, if you're on a super hard floor and your knees feel at all uncomfortable, please feel free. You have two options here. You can either put a little fold in your mat if you have a mat and bring your knees onto that fold, or you can put a blanket, a folded up blanket or towel or something else underneath you, okay? So always make sure you're comfortable. Okay, now, so we're on hands and knees, wrists and shoulders aligned, knees and hips aligned, tops of the feet just hanging out down on the ground behind you. And then inhale, I want you to arch your spine, roll the shoulders back, okay? Take a nice big inhale, opening through the chest. And then exhale, tuck your chin in toward your chest and round up. Inhale, arch your spine. And exhale, round. And again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Okay, and then inhale, take it to neutral. And then what I'd like you to do here is just start to shift your weight a bit into your right side, and then roll it down toward your right, roll your bottom down toward your right heel. Roll over toward the left side, and then roll all the way up toward the left shoulder. And it's just like you're creating these circles with your body. And I just want you to have a play here, okay? So you can play with bending the elbows a little bit, but just take it in the way that this feels good to you. And And take it in the other direction. Okay. And then take it all the way back to center. And from here, I want you to take your left forearm, bring it down onto the ground. So your left wrist is turning. So your left wrist is coming behind your right, and you're just turning to look up past the right shoulder. And this is all we're going to do. So this is a very gentle twist. So if you're in treatments, you want to avoid deep twists. So this is a great one to do, just super soft, super gentle. Little twist there, just to help the spine, help the shoulders. All right, and then we take that, and we're just going to swap to the other side. So right forearm coming down, right wrist coming behind the left. We turn to look past that left shoulder. Okay, take it back up, and now we're going to take a little puppy pose. So this is great for the shoulders and the upper back. So what I would like you to do here is come down onto your forearms, but your bum is up in the air. So sometimes when we do a child's pose, we take the bum all the way back, but keep the bum up in the air for this. And then I want you to walk the arms out in front of you, taking your chin or your forehead down onto the floor. I find the forehead is far more comfortable for the neck. And if you think about it, it's like a dog, like a puppy in a play bow, just when they're getting ready to pounce at something. And just take a few deep breaths here, or just opening up through the shoulders, through the upper back. Okay. Start to walk it all the way back up toward a tabletop. Okay. And then in this tabletop, what I want you to do now is just take your right leg and extend it out behind you. And just take a nice long stretch there. And for a moment, we're just going to say hi to the right hip. We're not going to do too much. It's just because our hips take such a beating in our modern lifestyles. So what I'd like you to do now is, carrying on with this dog theme, I want you to bend your right knee, take it out to the side, like you're a dog having a wee, okay? And then take it all the way up toward your shoulder, and then send it around to the back, straightening it out. And we're just going to do 3 of those. If I wanted to torture you, we would do more like 10, but this is gentle, okay? We're trying to keep it as gentle as we can. So while still opening things. Okay, take one more. Okay, take it all the way back now. Take a nice long stretch, and then take that right knee down, and again, we square the hips forward, and super gentle, or just keeping it easy. Take that left leg, stretch it back. Oh, and then we take 3 of those very well-hydrated dogs, so marking your territory. Take it out. Woo. And just 2 more. All right, extend it back, and then take that left knee down. Roll your bottom back toward your heels, and then take your arms, and I want you to extend them out like you're coming into a child's pose. But take the arms wider than your mat. If you don't have a mat, just wider than shoulder distance. So arms are going wide. I think we do this one most weeks. It's one of my favorites. We're going to take the left arm now and cross it over the right, like a cat stretching out its foreleg. Okay, and then we let the head relax down between the arms. Shift the weight a bit towards your left hip here, so you really feel that nice long stretch across the left side of your body, of your torso. Oh, and then take that left hand back, cross the right over the left. Oh, and then send the weight a bit more toward that right hip. So again, you're getting that nice long side stretch here. Okay. Take the hands back towards your mat or back towards center. And if you did put a fold in your mat, I just want you to take that fold out, okay? And then start to lift the head, lift the heart. And I want you to spread your fingers nice and wide. So you first come up onto all of your fingertips, just like two five-legged spiders, and then spread the fingers out wide, wide, wide. Two starfish now on the mat. I feel a bit fantastic tonight. I always am though. Okay, roll up towards your hands, curl your toes under behind you, and then send your hips back. And just for a moment, come into a downward facing dog. And I just want you to take that dog for a very brief walk. So you're bending one knee and then the other, just walking it out. Okay, really stretching into the backs of your calves. Okay, and then push all the way back into your full expression of that downward facing dog. Okay, roll the shoulders back. And just do the best you can with this. Don't worry too much. Again, we're just trying to drop into the body this evening. Now, if you want to take this a little further, inhale, lift your right leg straight up toward the sky. And then bend your right knee, pointing your right toes over toward the left side. So your right hip is lifting up toward the ceiling. I know this might be a little much on the shoulders. Don't worry, we're not staying here long. Inhale, lift that right leg up. And exhale, take it down. And just a reminder, you are always welcome to take a break or skip anything. This is your practice. It's your time in your body. Lift your left leg up if you want to continue here. Exhale, bend that left knee, pointing it toward the right side, opening that hip. Again, there are ways of doing very gentle and accessible and appropriate twists. This is again another one. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, take your left foot down, and then we're going to give it a break. Take the knees down, roll it back into child's pose. Take a moment just to sigh out. If you want to roll the wrists around, roll them around. Okay. Lift the head, lift the heart, and then I want you to crawl forward. So just slither your way right on down onto your belly. And then once you come down onto your belly, bring elbows so that they're coming under your shoulders. The tops of the feet are flat on the earth behind you. Square forward. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to roll your shoulders back, push down through your forearms, and lift up into your sphinx. Exhale. Start to take it all the way down, and just for a moment, let your arms relax however they do. Let yourself just flop out, one cheek on the ground, legs splaying. And sigh out. Okay. Now, turn your chin or your forehead back to the floor in front of you. And we're just going to do something for the lower back here. It's both a strengthener and a stretch. So, what I'd like you to do, chin or forehead to the floor in front of you, whichever feels more comfortable for your neck. Tops of the feet flat on the earth behind you. And then interlace your fingers behind your back, drawing the palms together. And then from here, we're going to take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to draw back through the arms, lifting the chest, squeezing the shoulders around the spine, and then start to lift the legs as well. So you're lifting up here into boat or Navasana. And the legs, the body's so clever, and the legs, they love to go a bit wide because it makes it easier. Keep them toward each other and keep lifting. We're not bending the knees here, just lifting the legs up. And then take your arms out like you're wearing a cape. And we're going to continue our superhero theme. Take your arms all the way out to a T. It's going to get a little harder. Gravity's going to try to intervene a bit here. Keep lifting up. You should feel that around your lower back. And then take the arms all the way out in front of you to superhero. I know it's tough. I know it's not particularly gentle, but it's so good for your lower back. Okay, and exhale. Take the arms and the legs down. You can let one cheek rest, sigh out, just 1 or 2 breaths. Okay, and again, chin or forehead to the floor in front of you. Legs back in a hip distance stance. On your next inhale, I want you to lift your right arm and your left leg. So left leg, right arm, opposite arm and leg lifting up, and you can lift the head, or you can keep it down. Sometimes people get a little claustrophobic if they keep the head down. Some people prefer it. Just do what's right for you. It's only slightly different what it offers. Exhale, take the right hand, left leg down. Inhale, right leg, left arm lifting up, and you reach back through the leg, reach forward through the arm as you lift. So again, we're stretching the lower back. Exhale down. Inhale to the other side, lifting up, up, up. And exhale down. Take it again, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Take one more set of each with your breath. So just inhale each time you lift. All right, and then when next you come down, draw your hands back toward the sides of your chest and point your elbows in toward your spine. Feet, again, tops of the feet, hip distance stance behind you. Now we're going to really use the back body, the upper body here. So coming into a baby cobra, elbows pointing in, tops of the feet pressing down, pelvis pressing down. Take an inhale, lift through your head, through the chest, shoulders back. Maybe you can see if you can do this without the hands. So really using the upper body there. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift it back up, baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale it down. One more. Exhale it down. And then this time, go ahead, push through the hands. But I want you to roll the shoulders back. So we're not locking out the arms there. We've got the shoulders back, elbows slightly bent, opening up. King Cobra, just go to the point that it's right for you. Inhale. And then exhale, push it back to child's 10. Send the bottom back toward the heels. And take the belly either between or over the legs. Oh, and just take a moment to sigh out there. Okay, start to lift the head, lift the heart, And then walk yourself up, lean forward. Curl your toes under behind you. And then just start to walk yourself all the way back. And then once you, if you, like me, have fallen off your mat, just walk back onto it. Okay? And then feet hip distance stance. Take the fingertips up to the shins. We come into that slightly arched or flat back with the straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, curl into a little ball. Inhale. Fingertips to the shins. Flat back, straight legs. Exhale, bend the knees, curl into a ball. One more. Okay. Inhale. Fingertips to the shins. Flat back, straight legs. And then exhale. Hinge forward from the hips with the legs straight. Hang the head, hang the arms. And give your head a few shakes, no. Just letting the head be nice and heavy. And a few shakes, yes. If you have long hair, you can just sweep your mat with it. And again, the other way, no, no, no. And yes, yes, yes. And then hang the head, hang the arms. And bend your knees. And slowly ragdoll your body all the way up to standing. Okay? And once you have come up to standing, take a moment just to shake anything out that needs shaking out. Sigh out, do whatever you need there. Okay? And we are going to do one set of balances this week. I know we spent a bit of time with balancing last week. This week has been more about the back. And so this balance is also about the back. So what I would like you to do is just square your feet, nice hip distance stance. And we're going to take an inhale, roll the shoulders up. And exhale them back. And we zip up through the pelvis and through the core, like we're doing up a tight pair of trousers, but it's not that we're sucking in, because if we suck in, we often sort of shoot the tailbone back. I want you to keep the tailbone tucked in as well. And we're still breathing. It's not that we're sucking in and we've stopped breathing, okay? And then from here, nice gentle mountain pose. Shift your weight a little bit foot to foot, leg to leg. And then shift your weight into your left foot. And do the best you can to find that foundation. So you're pushing the weight into the ball, the side, the heel of the foot. And then use your left hand to counterbalance here, okay? Now, if you want to use a wall, please also feel free to use a wall at any point. Now, with that weight into the left foot, left hand counterbalancing, bend your right leg and then bring your right heel toward your buttock, catching it. Okay? Now, once you're there, take your left arm all the way up toward the sky. And if this is enough, stay here. Should be a nice quad stretch there. If you want to take this further, I want you to hinge forward from the hips, reaching that left arm out in front of you. If you want to shake somebody's hand with it, then you're going to lift that right leg up and back behind you, okay? Find a drishti, a point on the wall or the floor that won't move as you reach here. So I meant for your gaze. I don't think I said that. So with your gaze, find a point on the wall or the floor that won't move. So not your screen, because I move. Take another breath here. And then slowly let yourself come all the way up. and we release, and then we're just going to take a few cleansing breaths. So we take an inhale, lift through the arms, and exhale. And again, inhale, sweep up. And one more. And then inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, release down. All right. So again, we find our gentle mountain. So feet hip distance stance, toes square forward, zip up the pelvis, zip up the core. Shift the weight a little bit, foot to foot, leg to leg. And shift the weight into that right foot this time. Use your right hand to counterbalance. And we bend that left leg. We take hold of it. Right arm swings up into the sky. Find your drishti, that point where you can focus your gaze. If this is enough, stay here. If you want to take it further, hinge forward from the hip, reach that right arm out, lift that left leg up and back behind you. And if at any point you lose it, just take your time coming back in. Keep the heart and the chest open and lifted here. Okay. Start to take it all the way back up and release. And then again, we take a few cleansing breaths. Inhale, lift. And one more, inhale, lift. And then this time as you exhale, I want you to swan dive, hinge forward from the hips, hang the head, hang the arms back into Uttanasana, back into a standing forward fold. Take a moment just to sigh out there. Okay, bend your knees. Take yourself all the way down toward a squat. Whoops. Someone's saying something. Okay, don't worry. If you need to finish early, don't worry. I can't read all of it. Okay, I will in a moment. Okay, so take it all the way down. Sorry, so come all the way down onto your bottom. For whoever just sent me the message saying that you have to finish early, it's no problem. I am sending these to the partnership, so hopefully they're going up online somehow. So if you want to do it later, hopefully it's okay. But okay. So let's bring it down, and I want you to come all the way down onto your back. Okay, once you have come down onto your back, bend your knees so that your heels, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Just take a moment to sigh out. Just sigh out as many times as you need. Sometimes even switching position, so going from being on the belly to standing to then being on the back, it can cause tension to rise up, so just sigh it out, let it go. And then walk your heels up toward your bottom as close as is comfortable. Feet at a hip distance stance. Square the toes forward. And Take your arms down to the sides of your body. Then I want you to imagine that there's puppet strings between your wrists and your hips. You're going to press into your feet, again, feeling that foundation. And then we inhale, we lift the hips, we lift the pelvis, we lift the arms. Taking the back off the earth, draw the hands all the way to the earth behind you. And then exhale, take it all the way back down. And again, we inhale, lift the hips, lift the pelvis, lift the arms. Exhale, take it down. One more. Take it down. Now, this time, I want you to press into your feet. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the pelvis, arms stay at your sides. And then interlace your fingers under your body and start to walk your shoulders in, hugging the shoulders around the spine. Keep lifting the hips, lifting the pelvis, and squeeze your legs. Not that you squeeze them together, because if you do, your hips will drop. But squeezing like you've got a block or a big Russian novel between your legs, and you're squeezing and lifting it up. Take a couple more deep breaths here. This is bridge pose, set to Bandhasana. Good for our kidneys, our adrenal glands, obviously working the legs and the back. Okay. Start to unwind the arms. Take your back down to the earth again, and then draw the knees into the chest, hugging the legs. Take a moment to sigh out there. Okay, and last little hip opener. So we're going to take the legs, take the arms and bring them between your legs and reach for the insides of your feet, okay? Then you're going to take your knees down toward the sides of your body and lift the soles of your feet up to the sky. And we just breathe into that hip opener. I know it feels really silly, but just breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, and then take the arms and the legs all the way up into the sky. Into an overturned bug. And then from here, I just want you to, it will feel also silly, but I just want you to shake the arms, shake the legs, just and shake out, kick out, blow out, anything that you're carrying around that feels heavy or frustrating, just kick it out, side out. If you're doing this with your partner or anyone else, don't throw or kick or blow your stuff on them, just to the floor. Take a couple more breaths there. One more. Okay, now cross your ankles. Take your hands to your knees. Tuck the chin in toward your chest and rock all the way up to seated. Okay. Once you have rocked up to seated, again, take a moment to sigh out. Okay. Now that you are at seated, we're just going to do a few last little movements, and then we're going to do a relaxing breathing exercise. So finding a comfortable seated position, take an inhale, lift the arms, interlace the fingers, draw your hands behind your head. We do this most weeks because most of us carry a lot of stress and tension in the neck. So sitting up as tall as you can, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin in toward your chest and let your elbows fall down toward your sides. Inhale here. And then exhale, turn to peek under your left armpit. So you're just getting that nice side stretch of the neck. Inhale through center. And exhale over to the other side. Again, inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. And exhale right. Inhale center, lift the head, lift the heart, lift the arms. And then exhale, unwind. Relax your hands on your legs, on your lap, wherever they're comfortable. And close the eyes and sigh out a few times. Now, from here, I'd like you to start to come back into that deep breathing that we were doing at the beginning of practice, and hopefully to some degree followed you throughout. So we're coming back into either that Dirga or that Ujjayi breath. So we inhale through the nose, fill up belly, ribs, chest. Exhale out the nose, chest, ribs, and belly. Maybe constricting in the back of the throat and the epiglottis to create that ocean wave breath, the Ujjayi. But if you're not familiar with it, don't worry at all, okay? So we sit up tall, breathe deeply. And then I want you to lift your right hand like you're making an oath. And I'm not going to mirror you this time. So just lift your right hand. And then tuck your, a little closer to the screen, tuck your index and middle fingers in toward the palm. And then you're going to take your right thumb and close your right nostril with it and inhale, lift or breathe, inhale up through that left nostril. Close the left nostril with your right ring finger. Exhale out the right side. Inhale right. Close with the thumb and exhale left. Inhale left. Close with the ring finger and exhale right. Inhale right. Close with the thumb and exhale left. Now left. Close with the ring finger and exhale right. Keep this going at your own pace now. So it's exhale, inhale, close, swap. Exhale, inhale, close, swap. This breath is known as Nadi Shodhana. It's a breath that's very good for the sinuses. It's a calming breath. It's believed in Ayurvedic or traditional Indian medicine to help cleanse the nadis, or similar to the Chinese meridian idea. So just keep it going side to side. If at any point you get confused, don't worry. Just come back in. Take a couple more. And then when next you exhale out the left nostril, release the hand and take about 3 full breaths here. And then from there, we're just going to take 1 minute. Just very gently, very calmly, take a moment to lie all the way down on your back. And if it feels okay, just let the legs extend and splay. Otherwise, you can keep the knees bent. When you come down, just sigh out. And take a moment to just appreciate your body exactly as it is. Take a moment to appreciate all that you were able to do. Notice if your mind is one that goes to the place of all the things that you feel you didn't do or couldn't do. And just see if you can, for a moment, swap that around to all the things you could do, all the things you did do. And draw some movement back into the fingers and the toes. And then gently roll to one side. And bring yourself all the way back up to seated. Take the hands into prayer in front of the heart. Gently bow, honoring your body, your light, your practice on this earth. And thank you all so much for being here this evening and for staying for the whole session. yeah, so we should be back here at the same time next week. As the lockdown restrictions are easing, if the time isn't good, just send a message to the partnership, because we're happy to play with the timetable a bit. If it serves people better to do it slightly later, it might be a different day of the week if it's slightly later, but yeah. Okay, thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great week, and hope to see you next week. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.